What's up, kiddos? Welcome back from spring break. I hope you had a restful time. Not worrying about schoolwork. I know I did, but unfortunately, here we are again. Welcome to fourth marking period. As you already know, the governor of New Jersey said that we're still quarantining until May 15th until he makes a decision. Now, I don't know if we're going back to school or not. That is a decision that is up to the politicians. But until then, we are going to be online learning. So, since I have a lot of seniors in this American literature class, and you guys are going to college next year, or whenever you do decide to go to college, or whatever you do in life, we got to get used to this online stuff, okay? Online learning is a part of college, okay? I know it was a little hectic before. We didn't know what we were doing, so I'm going to try to make your lives as easy as possible. I'm not trying to make your lives more difficult than what it is. As you can see, I got this fake smart board in front. You know, my room is now a classroom all of a sudden. So let me explain to you what fourth marking period is going to look like. So fourth marking period is my favorite marking period because this is when we do nonfiction. This is actually, if we were in the class, this is when you guys take over the class. We talk about a lot of topics, social topics that are going on in society, in the world right now. It's kind of funny that we're living through a social topic. You guys are never going to forget this, by the way. This is always going to be a part of your life as long as you live. You're going to be telling the story of your senior year, your junior year, your sophomore year. But anyways, we're going to focus on nonfiction, okay? I do remember telling you at the beginning of school that you guys were going to be in charge of teaching a class. Obviously, we can't do that as of yet, but that doesn't mean that we're still not going to discuss the topics that we were going to discuss in class anyways, okay? We have read a lot of classics. We read, Great Gatsby. We did West Side Story, Tom Walker, Seven Deadly Sins, and those are all fiction. And now we're going to focus on real life, on what's going on in America, okay? That's why it's called American literature. We're going to focus on what's going on in America, okay? The social topics that you can see over there in the green are the topics that we're going to discuss. So they range from teen suicide, depression, teen pregnancy, immigration, social media. Social media could be both good and bad, okay? Social media can raise your self-esteem or it can lower your self-esteem. It can make you feel good about your body or make you feel bad about it. You can gain a lot of friends on social media, but you could also be cyberbullied, okay? We're going to talk about violence in schools, teens and drugs and alcohol, and police brutality and racial profiling, okay? Usually if we were in the classroom, we wouldn't be doing a lot of reading. We would actually be watching films and movies. So as you can see on the board, I try to separate our work by weeks. So I will assign something for you on Monday, and then you have the entire week to either read or watch whatever I assign to you. So your first assignment is going to be an excerpt. I scanned the pages from the book for you. I'm going to attach it to Google Classroom. And it's dealing with immigration and self-esteem. It's a story of a young African boy who moved to the South Bronx, and they put him in ESL class. And he has to do a lot of things to fit in to society. He is a real person, okay? When I first read the story of this young man, I instantly thought of you guys. I have done this with my other American literature classes in the past, and they really enjoyed it. So I'm going to put it up on Google Classroom. You guys are going to have an entire week to read it. So please read it by Friday. And then I'm going to either put up a discussion. You have to participate in the discussion, or ask you some questions, okay? Questions about the actual reading. So please read it, because there are going to be questions that you won't know unless you read the actual story, okay? Now, if for some reason you are unable to read it by Friday, I can extend it to Monday, but we'll get to that when we get to it. I don't want to extend too many assignments because then we're not going to be on track. Again, I know that my class isn't the only class, and I do not want to stress you out, okay? So you need to communicate with me as much as possible. You can either text me or email me and just let me know, okay? Again, not trying to make your life any harder than what it is. So that's this week. Next week, we're going to go to teen pregnancy. You're going to read a excerpt, and it's about a girl who decided for her senior project, that she was going to pretend to be pregnant because she wanted to see how her classmates would treat her. So she came up with an experiment, and she decided to pretend to be pregnant. So she wrote a book. We're going to read the chapter when she actually comes up with her plan. She tells her mom. She obviously needs to tell her boyfriend because he's supposedly supposed to be the father. And then she tells her principal and her teacher, like, her plan. There is a movie on Amazon, okay? It costs $3.99, which is $4. It would be great if you could rent it, okay? If we were in class, obviously I would watch it with you guys. We would watch it together. I really hope that you guys are able to go on Amazon and rent it and watch it, because it's, it's pretty cool. You actually get to see, how her plan unfolded, and it will help you understand the topic of teen pregnancy and also the book that she wrote. We're not reading the whole book. We're just going to read just a chapter of her when she comes up with the plan, okay? Again, I will put a Google survey or form where you tell me if you are able to rent it on Amazon or not. It's okay if you can't watch the movie, because you'll be able to read it. If you could watch it and read, it'd be great. That'd be perfect. The week after that, which is May 4th to May 8th, you're going to have an entire week. This particular topic is police brutality and racial profiling. This is a show that you need to watch on Netflix. There are 4 episodes, and it's actually like 4 mini movies. Real life, true story, happened in New York. You've probably watched it without even knowing what it was. If you've watched it, fantastic. If you haven't, please watch it on Netflix. I will tell you what the show is once we get to closer to the week. I don't want to give you too much information because I know how you guys get freaked out. So if you don't have Netflix, please let me know. Please try to borrow from someone. But I mean, we've been stuck in the house for like 6 weeks now. So I hope you guys have Netflix. So this marking period is going to be reading and watching stuff and just discussions and you guys thinking about these social topics. Now, you guys are going to have a final project for the 4th marking period. If we go back to school, then we complete the project in school. If we don't go back to school, we're going to complete it through Google Classroom, okay? We'll get to that when we get to that. I just wanted to explain to you what we're doing this marking period so that you guys aren't caught for a loop. You know, I know you guys like that I verbally explain things to you, so I'm trying my best to make you guys understand. Now, there's another thing. Google Classroom does now offer Google Meetings. Remember I asked you that question, would you like to have a Google Meeting? Well, we do need to have one, okay? We don't need to have one every day. We don't need to have one every week, but we eventually do need to have a virtual meeting. I will tell you what day and what time it's going to happen we definitely need to have at least a couple of minutes, 20 minutes, maybe half hour of us, just talking, just any questions that you have for me, anything that you need me to explain. Third marking periods in the past, so don't worry about third marking period. Don't worry about that. If you just want to just talk, say what's up. I haven't seen you guys in 6 weeks, so it's whatever. Again, I'll let you know when we have the meeting. I'll let you know what time it is. I'll be an appropriate time. We do have class at 12:35, I believe, is 6th period. So, the meeting will probably be around that time, okay? Around maybe 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So for that day, please wake up early and don't wake up at 3. I'll try to wake up early too, because now I go to sleep like you guys are going to sleep at crazy times. I'm waking up at crazy times. So I will let you know sometime this week when we're going to have the meeting. We're not going to have the virtual meeting this week. I want you guys to get adjusted. I know you're going to get a lot of work from other classes, so I don't want too much on your plate. It'll probably be sometime next week, maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday. I'll let you know the time. I'll send you the link, and we'll have our little meeting. You don't even need to show me your face. As long as I can hear you, that would be great. So again, this is what we're doing for the 4th marking period, which is nonfiction, okay? And here are our social topics and things. And I hope that you guys like my fake little smart board here. I made it nice and pretty for you. So I'm looking forward to seeing you and talking to you sometime next week. So I'll see you.